I was relaxing in bed after a long day, a glass of wine in hand, watching Selling Sunset on Netflix. The rain pelted against my window as the storm worsened outside, but I didn't mind. I was as comfortable as I could be. Erin, my trusted collie, was curled up at the foot of the bed, quiet and calm, as she always was by my side. I took another sip of wine, letting the warmth spread through me, and tried to focus on the show. Even with Erin at my side, the quiet of the apartment felt heavier tonight, likely because of the day from hell I'd had at work. I must have drifted off. The next thing I remember, I was startled awake, unsure why. Erin was out of the bed, low growling, her body tense. "What's wrong, girl?" I whispered. I was frozen to the bed now with fear. That feeling I'd had earlier was back, 10 times worse, and the harder I tried to ignore it, the more it tingled down my spine. Then I heard it. The unmistakable sound of something being knocked over downstairs. Not loud, but deliberate enough that my brain stopped searching for explanations. My hand went instinctively for my mace spray, and my heart sank when I realized it was downstairs in my handbag. I quietly forced myself out of bed, careful with every movement, and pushed the bedroom door closed, easing it shut as silently as I could. I pressed myself against the wall near the bed, barely daring to breathe. I grabbed my phone and slipped into the ensuite bathroom, trying to keep my movements quiet. Hands trembling, I desperately dialed my brother Fionn. His phone rang out, and I wasn't surprised. It was 3:15 in the morning. My phone buzzed suddenly. It was my brother calling back. My heart skipped a beat, caught between relief and panic, but I answered quickly. I spoke quietly into the phone. "Fionn, there's someone in my apartment. I don't know who it is. Erin is growling, and I can hear noises downstairs. I'm alone, and I'm terrified." "I'm on my way," he said, calm but urgent. "I'm getting into my truck now. I'm calling the police. Don't move. I'm coming." I stayed crouched in the ensuite bathroom, my heart hammering as I listened through the closed bedroom door. Every small sound felt amplified now, and I couldn't shake the feeling that whatever was downstairs in the apartment knew I was awake. Whatever was out there was moving closer. Each faint creak and scrape made my stomach tighten. Seconds stretched unbearably, each one heavier than the last. I heard the first step on the stairs, slow and deliberate. My chest tightened as my body froze. Every nerve screamed at me to move, but I couldn't. I couldn't move, paralyzed with fear, completely helpless. The footsteps continued on the stairs, slow and deliberate, each one making my chest tighten and my heart race. Erin's low growl sharpened into a fierce bark, her body tensing like a spring ready to launch. I barely dared to breathe as the sounds edged closer, the apartment seeming to shrink around me, every shadow stretching, every second dragging, until Erin's protective fury filled the room. The footsteps on the stairs quickened as they neared the top. Adrenaline flooded my body, and I managed to summon the nerve to shout, "My brother and the police are on their way." Erin's barking exploded around me, echoing off the walls, and then suddenly, there was silence outside the bedroom door. I could hear my own heart pounding in my ears as tears ran down my face, but I didn't dare make a sound. Then I heard it. Footsteps, loud now, moving fast. For a split second, all I could do was wait, bracing myself for the bedroom door to open. But instead, the footsteps turned and thundered back down the stairs. Whatever had been in my apartment was fleeing. I didn't dare move until I heard my brother's voice outside the bedroom door, telling me he had arrived before the police. Every press and drawer in my apartment was open, the back door ajar, a window shattered, a rock and a bloodied cloth lying on the ground. The worst part was that my large kitchen knife was missing from its set. We later found it tossed in the backyard. It didn't feel planned, just opportunistic. And I still wonder what might have happened if Erin hadn't reacted, or if I hadn't found the courage to shout. That night stayed with me, and I knew it would take a long time to get over. But now, the bedroom door stays locked, and my mace lies right under my pillow. because none of us ever know which night someone might decide to simply let themselves in.